guinea hens are coming over to check out what we got going on. And there's a pig out. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to North Country Off Grid. Today we're working on the tractor. We've got to figure out our fuel problem. We've got a fuel line, I believe, that's clogged. It's not allowing the fuel to drain through. We've got to clean out a little bit of the tank. Right now we're just draining out our water reserve here, or our water catch on our fuel filter. So we're letting that run down. I think we might have to take off this fuel line. I'm not sure what's going on, so we're probably going to take it off, run a piece of wire through it, make sure it's not clogged somewhere, and then fill this thing up with fuel and try to fire it up. So come along, see if we can get it started. And what we're taking off here is the main fuel line coming from the tank, running down, and then coming into our fuel pump and into our fuel filters. Now I've got to weave this thing through, but it seems as though we're just not getting fuel, and I'm not sure why. So we're going to check this pipe, or this fuel line, and make sure that it's not clogged or it doesn't have stuff inside of it that's preventing fuel from flowing. Alright, that thing's half a Rubik's Cube. Okay, so we got it out, guys. So what we're going to do next is we're going to grab a piece of wire or something, shove it down through here, and just make sure that there's nothing thick inside here, and to see if this actually needs to be replaced, or if the problem's somewhere else. So that's what we're doing next. So I'm going to go grab a piece of wire, and we'll be back. Guys, we're out here today working on our Massey Ferguson 175. It's a diesel tractor, and it ran fine when we got it. It needs work. It needs a lot of work. If you're new to the series, I've showed you guys this stuff a little bit, but it needs some work. And it ran fine when we got it, and then all of a sudden it just stopped running. And we knew we had some dirty fuel in it. We weren't running it too far, but we think the dirty fuel is what clogged it up, or at least stopped it from running. So basically what we're doing is just trying to troubleshoot and figure out what the next step is. So my thought was, well, let's check this fuel line, make sure that this fuel line's not clogged and that it is actually getting fuel to the engine. Alright guys, well, the wire wasn't working. It didn't want to snake around these corners, and I probably should have just thought to do this first, but I just blew in it, and I can actually hear and feel that the air coming out is completely unobstructed. So it's definitely not the fuel line. The fuel line is good, which means the problem has to lie somewhere else. So we're just going to continue to play with this thing and try to figure it out. Guys, we're not mechanical on this farm. This is my first tractor. I've never worked on a tractor before. So if you guys have a suggestion or a tip, let me know. Put it in the comments. Tell me what I might be able to do to sort of figure out why this thing just turned off on me. Alright guys, so the fuel line is back on, and I opened up the petcock up top and no fuel was coming out. So I'm thinking that maybe we might just need to up the level of fuel inside the thing, as though maybe it has drained off completely. So we're going to stick some new fuel in the tank. Now I know that our tank probably needs to be taken off. It's probably rusted out and it needs some service there, but we're not doing that today. Unfortunately, this tank is a part of the frame and it's very hard to get out, and I need the tractor up and running. So we are going to put some fuel in it, some nice clean fuel in it, and just keep it topped off and try to get out all those impurities and run them through the filter, and then switch out our filter sooner than you usually would. But that's just the plan for now. We're not going to take the tank off. So we're going to go get some fuel, stick some diesel in this thing, and hopefully we can turn her over and get her going. Well guys, I checked the fuel tank and there's at least half a tank of diesel sitting in there. Now I've come to the highest spot for the fuel and I've disconnected it, and I don't understand why the fuel's just not free flowing out. I don't know if the fuel pump has to pump it out for it to get out, so I'm not really sure how to drain the tank. I'd like to drain all the diesel that's in there, but the issue seems like it cut off as though it was no longer getting fuel anymore. So I'm not really sure what the problem is. And to tell you the truth, I don't know what to do. So I'm going to rely on you guys to help me out with this thing. What is my next step? What do I do? I want to get all this fuel out of the tank. I want to be able to drain it. I don't know how to drain it. I guess maybe I could try siphoning it out, but I don't understand why it's not free falling down once I disconnect all the fuel lines. I feel like it should come right out, but it's not coming out. So you guys let me know in the comments. Try to help me out with this thing. I'm going to try some different stuff as well, but for right now, that's going to be it, because I'm just at a standstill. I don't know what to do, so I'm going to have to hit YouTube, hit Google, try to figure out what to do. Might have to call a friend or two, but that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys can help me out with this one. We'll catch you on the next.